So Jason's on his way over today. I guess he's working on a new project. He didn't tell me which one we're working on. It's either going to be his Toyota Tacoma, his 4Runner, not really sure. What is this going on here? Did Jason just buy a Jeep? What is
Hi,
this?
Nate.
A Wrangler? Did you turn into a Jeep guy? Oh, is this Jerry's?
This is my dad, Jerry, and this is his Jeep. We're working on my dad's Jeep today. Nate. We're gonna do a winch. We're gonna do maybe headlights that we got for free, so I don't know if they're good or not. And we're gonna see, we're gonna have you use your special Jeep guy powers and see, we'll find some issues maybe with a leak underneath.
And sometimes this Jeeps just leaks, so it might just be a Jeep thing.
Band-Aid, huh?
That'll be fine.
All right, you want to pull it out in the shop?
Let's do it.
All right.
My dad's 2003 Jeep Wrangler TJ is back. For those who missed the first video, this Jeep only has 55,000 miles on it when he picked it up last December. While in beautiful condition, it quickly became apparent that there were some issues.
So first off, we have a worn XD9000i, which is a really good winch, right, from back in the day.
It's a great winch,
Yeah.
it really is, but there was an issue with this one?
Yeah, so apparently the salesman said to my dad when he bought the Jeep that this winch is seized and inoperable. Also, as you can kind of see, it's not hooked up. So we don't know how bad this is, and we're gonna be upgrading to a new winch today that is definitely very modern, but I want it, obviously, I can already see comments about like, you can't get rid of that winch. We're not going to. We're gonna do a little bit of a trade. I got an awesome winch for my dad, and my dad is gonna give me this winch, and we have a cool new home for it. I don't know if you can guess where it's gonna go, but it's gonna go somewhere. So let's look at the new stuff.
Yeah, let's go over there.
And Nate, I know you know all about this. We have the ComeUp SOLO 9.5.
This is actually the same winch that we installed in my Jeep, because I remember I had to use this while I was snow wheeling.
Yes.
And the gun almost got like slid off a cliff with it, and pull me back on. I don't know what else is. Like, there's another couple times I've used it since then. But yeah, no, this is a great winch.
This is an awesome winch, incredibly high build quality. Also, thanks to John Snow at ComeUp for hooking us up with this winch today. Has a lot of awesome built-in features, like you have an on-off switch right on top of the solenoid right here, and you can also monitor the voltage of your battery. Right there. And then, Dad, you said the other issue that you have with your Jeep is you hate the headlights, right? What I have here is a LED retrofit headlight kit that I was sent from a company that was overseas almost 8 months ago, and I forgot the brand, but I'll put the brand name here. And if it works out, you guys can have a link to it in the description. But at this moment, we don't know if this headlight kit is good yet or not.
Yeah, I think we should try it out.
We'll just try it out.
Anything's gonna be better than the stock headlights. The stock headlights on these Jeeps leave a lot to be desired.
All right, let's take stuff off the old Jeep and put the new stuff on.
You have a nice Jeep that no one worked on. Got a guy right here. If I was just gonna yank on, I would have broke those off. But no, I actually took our time, so we actually did it right. So this way it's gonna be nice and not rattly. Yeah, then this just falls out.
Nice.
So you just plug it in. A little bit of difference.
I think that might be a little brighter. Maybe a little bit.
Yeah, it's brighter.
Is that better?
That's a lot better.
Stare at the light. Go towards it.
Don't go towards
It'd be one thing like to drop the headlight and be like, well, I guess we're not going back now. Comment below. Will Jason drop it?
There. Comment below.
So this one has like a halo effect to it. So we're gonna just kind of hot wire it to see what it looks like first before we...
The daytime running light on these?
Yeah, daytime running light. Usually it's kind of halo. Should be turning on.
Yep.
That looks pretty good.
Does it really?
I like it.
Yeah, it looks neat.
What do you think?
I like it.
There's probably no instructions on this, but what you do is you attach this, both these lights to a wire to somewhere in the fuse box that turns on when the ignition's on, and then these would always come on. That's how you would wire these in. The next one we have on these lights, we have a built-in turn signal, which this would be handy if you were to put flat fenders on this and get rid of this turn signal here. So this is what it would look like for a turn signal.
They're pretty good lights, man.
Yeah, they are. They're very nice.
While we've been working in the Jeep, my kids have been riding around and hopefully not breaking Nate's mini Jeep. Whoop! guys.
Oh my goodness.
You guys having fun?
Yep.
You having fun, Toby?
He's been hanging out with us all day.
So Nate, what are your thoughts on the on this bumper?
It's a stylish looking bumper. Like, I don't know who makes it. There's no, usually a brand would put something in here saying like, hey, like it's ours, like LOD or Hanson, or the only downside is like looking at getting to the bolts for the winch. They're actually all pretty well hidden. So
Oh crap.
it'd probably be easier for us to pull the bumper off, install the winch, and then reinstall the bumper.
Nice.
No, so there's actually, this one's not too bad. There's 2 bolts on the top on each side, so 4 there, and there's 2 giant Torx bolts on the bottom side. So after the 6 bolts are taken off, we can pull the whole bumper off.
I'm here for support.
You gotta just slide forward.
Oh, you got like things growing.
We can always leave that.
Should we leave it?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Most of the time, you don't have to take the bumper off to get the winch off. But on this one, it's just going to be way easier.
Yeah.
2 of these bolts, it would be at a high angle, so we had to use a swivel joint. And then on top and the back ones, I could hardly see it with this tube for the front frame.
Right. So we ran into a problem.
We got the winch onto the thing. We're trying to line up the bolts from underneath because we can't really see what we're doing. So as you can see here, we're about a 1/4 inch, 3/16 to 1/4 inch off on all these holes. One of the things that is protruding is this fair lead screws. So either we're going to figure out something to do about this fair lead, or we're going to slot these holes for the winch to be able to sit in a spot where it wants to. And now is kind of giving me an idea, basically how much I should slot these for clearance. You can tell there's a lot of vibration there. It's because the way we have to hang on to this piece, it's really hard to steady it, but I don't have a big enough machine to be able to handle it all in one shot, so this is the best we got.
Yeah, it's
Rough.
it's not that great, man. It's too bad. It's too bad your shop sucks so much.
Be kind. Deburr your parts.
There we go. Got hot outside. It's September. It's supposed to be cool.
Somebody loves me.
I'm just trying to work on a Jeep today. Hey, Toby. Such a good dog. Way better than my dog.
So after slotting the winch tray, it still wasn't fitting, and long story short, we discovered our bolts, our new bolts from ComeUp, are just a little bit too short. That's probably because this is designed to go right into a bumper, right, that doesn't have a separate winch tray. So we're going to be reusing the old Warren hardware, which gives us more than enough room to work with. I got my corner, Nate. I'm really good at this. You've been a distraction, Margaret. Oh, sad. What torque spec, Nate?
The German Jork spec. No, this one, don't you?
An Oofda or something?
No.
Oofda.
It's Guten tight.
Guten tight. There you go. Okay.
Come on now.
It's definitely just as heavy for sure. An Oofda sounds like it'd be a German way to measure how tight something is.
I think that's good. You made some noise, so I think that's done.
Cut right at me. Whoa.
So do we have to hook those up to the battery to make it work?
To the battery, and then it has power.
Oh,
and then it works.
I don't think that guy that had put that one on knew that, because look at this.
Well, then maybe I just have a free winch
I
for
think
my
you do.
project then.
Look at this. See?
Yeah, that's never been used.
It's never been used. It's been on there for I don't know how many years, and they never hooked it up. That's a nice winch.
I know. I'm excited about it. We just finished hooking the winch up to the battery. One of the really cool things about the ComeUp Solo 9.5 is that it has a built-in shutoff right here. A lot of other winches, like my Warren VR winch, doesn't have any kind of shutoff to it if you're worrying about, having a parasitic draw or anything like that. But with this, you have this power button right on the side. So we just power the winch on. We can see what our voltage is on the battery. And that beep sound is actually the winch trying to pair to the wireless remote, which we'll do later. So I love this feature. Very, very nice.
I should be happy right there. So nice. So now we have headlights, so we can
We
see
do,
at night.
and they work.
And we got a
winch.
winch that actually can work. What else do you have on the projects?
We're talking about putting an air conditioner in it. And
That'd be
yeah,
nice.
be
So
nice.
there might be a
Make
future one there.
my wife happy, okay? So another thing that we were thinking about doing was putting a little more protection right here.
The cool thing on the TJ is the bodies are so high when compared to the frame, but still getting that little outer edge protection to
Yeah.
prevent it from denting this
Right.
sheet metal on the rocks. That'd be a good idea too.
Yeah. One time we were going up, we were low, and it popped out of gear.
Oh, the 4 low.
Yeah.
There is a linkage, and it's kind of a complicated linkage, or over-complicated linkage, it seems like, on these TJs. They make kits that are a lot simpler, that seem to work a lot better, too.
Okay.
But yeah, let's pull it around into the other shop,
All right.
and then we'll lift it up and walk underneath it.
Okay.
So we lifted it up, and I'm staring at this rear end. I'm like, oh, cool, there's a little tag here. But it says used limited slip diff fluid. So this has a limited slip differential in the rear, which is super sought after. So then you go one step further, and there's this tag here that says you have 373 gears. So that's cool, you know, like you have a better gear set than like the regular 321s or 307s. But then if you actually stare at the rear end of this, you want to come around center with this.
Yep.
You have to look at the diff cover, right? You see how this is not round? This is kind of oval shaped. That's a Dana 44 diff cover. This doesn't normally come with Dana 44, so why does this have it? That's really weird. Like most of these TJs came with Dana 35s, which means that you don't have C-clips, which means that like when you break an axle shaft, they don't just fall out. You've seen videos online where all of a sudden this whole axle comes out of the vehicle.
We were talking about upgrading that
Yeah.
in case that was the case.
Well, this is a Dana 44. The way they're designed, they don't have C-clips. They're a lot stronger than a Dana 30. What year is this thing?
It was made in September 2002, so
Yeah.
it's probably 2000.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. I've been around TJs enough, and I was surprised to see this. So I'm like looking at it, like this isn't a 35. This should be a 35, but this is a 44. Like, you don't know how cool that is. Like, this is a good rear axle. So
The
right here,
ranchos were put on by the dealership right
Yeah.
before they sold it.
okay. Crazy thing is, like, you're probably not gonna find anything where it says what kind of springs these are, but these are gotta be like some kind of lift springs. They just don't have any kind of numbers on them. You got these sweet Rancho shocks. They look like they're adjustable, so that's cool. But like you have a raised track bar bracket. This is good. It helps reduce body roll. You know, after you lift it 2 inches, they move the track bar from here to here. This helps reduce body roll, gives you better handling on the highway. Oh, this is a factory fuel tank skid plate. So this is actually a stamped steel skid plate. This would be more than enough to go play around on the rocks. Some bumper from someone.
Any idea?
Yeah, what's this logo? I have no idea. Looks like an A. So you see all these spacers. They dropped the belly pan skid plate. Basically make clearance for axle shafts. Like,
Is
So-
that because of the angle with the
yeah,
lift?
this one's not too. That one's not really in the way. But when you look at this guy over here, she's
Oh, it is close.
it's actually touching. But don't worry
Is it
about
touching?
that. That's cool.
That's cool.
It's not for you. So this is a 231J transfer case. So this has a 272-to-1 reductions. Rubicons typically had 4-to-1 T case.
Oh, really?
But this is a standard T case for your Jeep.
We found the leak.
There is a leak. So this seal here is probably not right. I don't know. I don't remember 100% what bolt this is supposed to be, but I feel like this is wrong.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You start looking up here, it's been leaking quite a bit, and it's probably a rear main seal, honestly.
We've done one of those before.
Yeah, it's not something I enjoy. The TJs have probably like one of the most like weakest suspensions when it comes to like just control arms, not control arms, like tie rods and track bars. Like this is your tie rod, and it's like it's like a Y-link design they call it. So your drag link is one piece and comes down to here, and then this connects in the middle. So it's kind of a funky way of doing it. It'd be a cool way to upgrade it, like doing tie rod all the way over, replace these joints, make these stronger. But yeah, these are all these joints. Like these look aftermarket. Like I could be wrong, but I think these are aftermarket ones that were greasable. Kind of neat thing. You got sway bar end links, disconnecting sway bar end links. Helps with better articulation off road. I'm kind of surprised they're on here because like the winch wasn't hooked up. There was no CV radio. So either this came with the kit or someone picked this and just never used them. But this is a Dana 30 front axle. No surprise there. It'd been a really big surprise that this was also a Dana 44, which it's something that's only on the Rubicons for these TJs. So even though everything seems tight and it handles fine on the highway, I still really like to prefer like an upgraded suspension, basically the steering on these, because for one, these are so flimsy. If you hit this on a rock, they're going to bend, and then your tires toe in, or it just helps handling. And that's really not too expensive. There's a lot of companies out there that make it for less than $500. Upgrade the steering.
Final thoughts, guys?
Hey, it was fun.
I'm glad we're done.
Yeah, I'm glad we're done too.
warm out
It's
here.
very, very hot, so we're gonna sign off. Comment down below what you guys think of Dad's Jeep, any more modification ideas. Nate, thank you very much for giving us the inspection underneath. That's really cool.
Thank you.
There's some things we now know we don't need to do, but I think there's some new things you do need to do.
Yeah,
So.
honestly, that's a huge shock. I wouldn't
Yeah.
expect to see a Dana 44 back there, and I had to kind of second guess myself. but
Yeah.
That's what it is. Like, that's cool.
That's,
like,
that's
what,
really cool.
That's what everyone wants in a TJ, so that's cool. You got limited slip. You got a winch that actually works.
I know. It's
Headlights that,
Headlights feel the sea. This is great.
that light the way. All right, guys, well, until next time, God bless. Don't forget to do yourself, and we should get this thing dirty, I
Yeah,
think.
we should. We
Okay.
should. That'll be
Let's
fun.
do that next.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. All right.
Gotta do it.